Yes, everyone, welcome to Transfer Talk. A little bit of a midweek one. We might end up doing these pretty regular throughout the summer if it looks like there's going to actually be things to talk about. Otherwise, it'll just be the regular ones every Friday about 3 o'clock-ish. So it does look like we've actually got what seems to be a confirmed transfer. So apparently, personal terms are agreed. There's all sorts of different journalists going, shit's done. And to be honest, it's not the biggest transfer in the world. You know, it's Daniel James, and Daniel James isn't the most exciting name that we're going to see, but I'm open-minded on this, man. I'm open-minded in terms of that it represents a different mentality to what we've seen from Manchester United. I don't think Ed Woodward has got a pot of glue who this young kid is. I think most of us as United fans don't really have a pot of glue what to expect with him. I certainly don't. I haven't watched hardly any of him. I can see that he's a versatile player that plays on the left predominantly. He's played up front as a false nine. He's played on the right. He's even played at wing back. So it's a versatile guy. I know that he's rapid. I know basically nothing else about the guy. So I'm open-minded. I'm just going to shrug my shoulders and go, okay, hopefully he's been scouted correctly, because this is the sort of transfer that we've all been saying that we want. So let's see it. I don't want to see anyone fucking complaining about this. I'll have an issue if that's what we think is going to return us to the top of the league, but I don't think Daniel James is going to play more than 30 games for United next year, maybe not even 20. I think he's a backup guy, he's an off-the-bench guy, he's a guy that can maybe bring a little bit of intensity, help press from the front. So I see him being a useful squad member. And being a squad member is really useful. I've been doing loads of stuff in preparation for the treble celebrations this weekend, and a lot of that's been watching back loads of treble games. It's been fucking brilliant. I've been really enjoying it. Watching all those treble games, looking back at what we did in that treble season, you realise the depth of the squad. I mean, I've got Mike Clegg's shirt here. I think Clegg played probably 3 games in a treble season. Squad game. Jesper Blomqvist. When we signed him for 4 million or something, I don't think anyone was thinking, wow, he's going to take Ryan Giggs' place. But you know what? When Ryan Giggs was injured, allowing Blomqvist to play meant that we had ample recovery time for Ryan Giggs. The reason Ryan Giggs was on the bench and in condition enough to come on and score that goal that he did in the FA Cup was because we had other players that could start the game. It's a squad game. If Dan James is coming in to be a part of the squad because he fits a profile of a type of player, an archetype of a player that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is looking to, I'm happy. As I've said, you know, it's becoming almost a cliche. If our perfect signing happens to be a 32-year-old from the Championship on a free transfer, sound. I just want Ole to get the players he wants to build the team that he wants to build. So Dan James looks like it's the first one. I don't think that terms have been agreed with Swansea, even though it looks like it's going to cost in the region of somewhere about £15 million. His goals and assists aren't amazing, really, considering it's in the Championship. I wouldn't expect he's even going to replicate that in the first team. But let's see. Ryan Giggs apparently loves him and has personally recommended him. He's only 21. There's potential for him there, so I'm excited to see what he can do. But like I said, it looks like personal terms have been agreed. Let's hope that this is the first of many, because I think that there's probably going to be as many go as we probably need to see coming in as well. So that's the first one over the line. There's a couple more that we're going to be talking about as well. The next one is Thomas Partey. Now, his agent has come out and confirmed there's a €50 million or around about £43 million release clause there for him. This guy would probably come in and replace what Matic offers, but I think he's way more dynamic. I think he offers you that more. Definitely reliable. Started 50 games in 17-18 and 42 in the 18-19 season for Atletico Madrid. Obviously played at the top level. He's got Champions League experience. Didn't get many goals and assists, but Diego Simeone's team isn't really a team that gets a lot of goals and therefore isn't a lot of assists out there. He's also a defensive midfielder. He's strong. He could be the sort of guy that sits at the base of a triangle in midfield and allows the others to play. Now, there are rumours linking this guy to Inter Milan. There are rumours linking him to other clubs in the Premier League. And obviously there's rumours linking him to United. No insight on which one of those is true. All I'll say is, again, he fits what I think is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's profile as a player. I think he's an upgrade on what we've got currently in that position. Certainly in terms of dynamism, I think he adds to what we had with Nemanja Matic. So again, I'd be all right with that. And £43 million release clause, I I think that's fine for a player of this age, of this level of experience. So I'll be pretty happy with that. Right then, the big one. Probably one of the best available, if not the best available footballer in the world at the moment, and that is Matthias Tillich. I cannot believe that he's going to probably go for somewhere in the region of 60 to 70 million. What's all that about? This is a leader. This is a player with potential. This is a player that might not have hit his ceiling yet. This is a player with a vast amount of experience. This is a bloody good footballer. He's unbelievable. Ajax offers 15 clean sheets for Ajax this season. Instant starter for United. £60 million. There's talk that he's going to go Barcelona. It seems like Raiola has sort of put a spanner in the works of that because of the fee that he wants in terms of his agent fee for this. That's Raiola being Raiola, isn't it? And Ed Woodward thinks that he's got half a chance to steal in there and maybe get this done. Now, there was some talk that came out which seemed to suggest that Ligt wants to be the face of United's rejuvenation. I don't know if them quotes are true. I hope with all my heart that they are. How amazing would that be? When you've got someone who goes, yes, I want to go there. Someone who's gone, maybe if you get Champions League, I'll think about it. No, someone who's gone, I don't care. It's Manchester United, I would like to go there. If those quotes are accurate. I will be amazed if we get this guy over him going to Barcelona. I will be amazed. I think that we're probably up against City, Liverpool and Barcelona for this. I can't imagine we'd get him. I cannot imagine that we are the most attractive prospect amongst all of those. At Liverpool, he's got a national teammate that he could play alongside. At Manchester City, he goes in and replaces long-term captain, leaving, and probably guarantees himself some silverware. At Barcelona, definitely guarantees himself some silverware. Joins his teammate that's currently joining him in De Jong as well. Why would you come to United? Honestly, United are the bottom of that little transfer list. The only reason that we might be able to get it is because we might be stupid enough to pay Raiola's agent fees. If that's the case, in this instance, at 60 million, if Raiola wants 60 million as well, it's still good value for money as far as I'm concerned. I think he's that good. You're not going to lose money on him. You can keep him for 10 years and sell him at 29. That's how ridiculous this transfer is. This is the equivalent of getting Rio Ferdinand either when he went to Leeds or when he left Leeds to join United. That's how good this kid is. That's how much I think of him. And I think that even if it was 100 million, he's still a bargain. And if United are going to spend 100 million on one player this season, this transfer window, I want it to be a defender. I don't think we need to be spending it on... Obviously, we're linked with Sancho, we're linked with Bale, we're linked with a ton of other attacking players. For me, if we're going to spend 100 million, let's start at the back where we're absolutely terrible. Let's start there and then build from the back. And if Licht's available, which he definitely seems like he is, please just go and get him. Or try at least. That's the ins that we're going to be talking about today. We might cover some more of these if there's any development on Friday. In terms of the outs, the only one we've got to talk about is Juan Mata. Now, for me, Juan Mata's a bit of a conundrum. Top player, top bloke. It's a shame that he came to United in this era, in all honesty, because I think he could have been a real fan favourite if he'd have been part of a team that actually went on and had some success in the league. Half of me goes, yes, extend him, because we've extended some right shit recently, and if anyone deserves to be extended, it's Juan Mata, it was Ander Herrera, etc. The other half of me goes, I don't see how he fits the profile of what Ollie's going for, certainly if he's played on that right wing. If he's played centrally, we've seen him play centrally recently, he looks fantastic. I'm really torn on this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Juan Mata, keep him because we're going to lose some serious experience, or let him go, let's go in a totally new direction. Let me know in the comments. Reports are coming out of Spain that United have increased their offer to try and get him to stay. Otherwise, he walks out on a freebie. And that is the end of that for us. Going to come to the questions and see what you guys are saying in the comments. Let's just pull some of these up. Why are we kidding ourselves with Ligt? Can we be any more deluded? Look, at the end of the day, it's Manchester United. We can make it happen. We really can. Nathan Collins is pretty good, confident on the ball, cheaper option. Ligt won't come. I'm not, like I said, I think United are bottom of that list. But if we think we can get it done, it's Raiola. Money talks with Raiola. We can get it done. He managed to bring Paul Pogba here for a world record fee when he was chance he could have gone to Barcelona and Real Madrid that summer as well. And he brought him to Manchester United when we was in the Europa League. I don't think the circumstances are that much different, really, except that the manager's got less experience. Curtis says, keep Mata, is valuable. Let him go, says Smile. Keep Mata, says Spaceman. Sell one Mata, we're not going to sell him, says Jacob. Bring back Fellaini, says Silence. He's outman as much as I like him, says Benjamin. Mata to Brighton, says Richard. I don't have the heart to let Mata go, says Rhoda. Keep one Mata as a player coach, that's been interesting. Mata is better than Lingard, says Spaceman. Good experience and great squad player, says Matthew. It's pretty mixed then on Mata. The stuff on Felix, we'll talk about Felix a little bit on Friday because there is stuff going on with him. I didn't want to cover him in this one, so we'll cover João Felix on Friday. We'll definitely talk about him then. Because that's another one, that was the other one I was trying to think of actually earlier when I was looking at, you got Sancho for a probable 100 million. You've got the Wilf Zaha thing that they want 100 million for him. Really, behave. And also João Felix, they want 100 million, 120 million for him. And you just think, Jesus, if we're going to spend 100 million, I mean, it's just simply got to be spent on the defence. They're talking they want 50 million for Wan-Bissaka. I would do that in a heartbeat. And if you go, well, that's a lot of money, that means we can't spend on a defender. OK, cool, go get Alderweireld. Alderweireld, 25 million. Wan-Bissaka, 50 million. 75 million. It's basically the cost of one top-level player, and you're getting two for that, and you've just sorted out the defence, or more or less sorted out the defence. A back four then of Alderweireld with Lindelof. They can play off each other. Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, that's not a bad back four. Is it the best in the league? Probably not, but it's not bad. And it's certainly a massive upgrade on what we've got now. 75 million. Just do it. Just absolutely do it. And I think we can upgrade a little bit in midfield. And yeah, probably need a little bit more balance bringing to the right, depending on which formations Ollie wants us to play. Right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Just a nice, short and sweet one. Thank you guys for joining us. Hit that subscribe button. There's going to be some treble stuff coming out this week. And if I manage to pull it off, the absolute best possible podcast guest that I could ever bring you might be coming on Saturday. Fingers crossed, everyone, that we can pull this off. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss it, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.